measures, metrics, and indicators. A measure, metric, and indicator, these three terms looks very similar, and often we can use them interchangeably. Interchangeably means in any scenario, if we feel like measure is suitable candidate or metric is suitable or indicator is suitable, so we use them interchangeably. Any place we use any of the three words: measure, metric, and indicator. But there is a difference between these three words: measure, metric, and indicator, and it is very important as part of software engineering process. So let's see the definition first, and then let us try to understand it. First, a measure. A measure provides a quantitative indication of the extent, amount, dimension, capacity, size of some attribute of a product or process. So this is the technical definition. Now let us try to understand what does it mean, measure. Let's say you have a supermarket scenario with you. A supermarket scenario is there, and if you calculate that supermarket's total sale, let's say for January 2022 supermarket sale, अभी तक कितना सामान बिका है, what is the net sale till date January 2022, from 1st Jan to till date. So you will get some amount. Let's say rupees 5 lakh. So rupees 5 lakh, you have got a number, a quantitative value, okay? A quantity, a number, a amount based upon one value, that is the supermarket's total sale from January 1st to January 2020 till date. So I've received one number, one value. But how do you know that rupees 5 lakh sale for this January 2022 is good or bad? Whether it is going up or whether it is going down? Whether it indicates reason for, to be happy, or there are some problem and you need to improve. रुपी 5 लाख से 5 लाख रुपए सेल ऐसा बता देने से it is not helping me as a owner, as a supermarket store manager, that the number is a number. I cannot go anywhere with that number. So that particular number is a measure. It is a measure. हम उसको measure बोलेंगे. Now let's say you are tracking down the monthly sales from January 2021, and over a period of 13 months, that is from January 2021 to this January 2022, let's say now you have 13 values, 13 measures. Now if you know the values of total sales of a supermarket of January 2021, Feb 21, March 21 up to December 21 and January 22, then definitely you have some context, you have some idea whether that particular sale is going up or down. Some idea. So this some idea is known as metric. This is a metric. So metric is a quantitative measure of the degree to which a system or a component or a process possesses a given attribute. So measure gives you one value. Metric can be what you can say a combination of measure. It is based upon one measure, two measure, three measure, or more measures. I mean the combination of measures. You derive a metric. You derive some idea whether you are going up or down. But there is a problem with this metric as well. That it will give you an idea whether it is moving upward or downward. But again, there is some problem that from this metric also, from the figures of January 21 sales to January 22 sales, now you have 13 values, 5 lakh, 6 lakhs, 4 lakh, 3 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh, whatever are the values. Now you have values and you can interpret, now I'm going, my sales are in positive direction or my sales are in negative direction. But again, there is no specific answer whether I am performing good or not. Whether my sales are proper or not. Is there any baseline? Baseline means, is there any baseline parameter? Let's say अगर हम ये बोले कि baseline is 8 lakhs. Anything above 8 lakh is good. Anything below 8 lakh is not so good. I mean, I need to review my process. Some problem with the supermarkets and supermarket process, and I need to look into that, and I need to make my total sales above 8 lakh rupees. So indicator. This is an indicator. So indicator is a metric or a combination of metric that provide insight into the software process project. Now we have taken example of supermarket. Everything applies to the software process. So let's say for example software process. Let's take an example of software measure, software metric, software related to indicators. Say you're developing a code, number of errors in a particular module. So number of errors in a particular module, let's say 5. So it is a number, it is a measure. Number of errors in a module, it is a measure. So from 5, from this particular value, you cannot take any decision. You are moving towards any inference whether my development is going good or bad or something. But let's say you have few historical values with you as a reference. Ki earlier the number of errors received in particular development, particular module was 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 10, 11, 15, and now my errors count is 5. So definitely you are in a position to say that I am going in a positive way. I mean my errors are reducing now, my errors are going upwards. An indicator is a baseline. Baseline means it will tell you that any error in a particular module, if it is above 7, it is not good for the process, needs to review. It is an indicator. Indicator means it's a green indicator. I mean it's good. No worries. It's yellow. You need to relook at it. It's green. It's red. Red means definitely you need to work upon it. So for getting these indicators, red, blue, green, there has to be some value. It basically talks about quantitative measure. Quantitative. Everything has to be quantitative. 5 के ऊपर अच्छा, 5 के नीचे खराब. Quantitative. An indicator provides an insight that enables the project manager, software engineer to adjust the process, the project, or the process to make things better. So an indicator, what is the use of indicator? Indicator helps the manager to timely assess the quality, the progress, the process, whether things are in line with the goal of achieving a good quality software, or we need to review some methods, some metrics, some measures, so that timely corrective actions can be taken. Major risks are there. If with the help of these indicators you can identify major risks well in time, and you can take precautionary measures so that the challenges can be handled in time, and a good quality product can be developed, delivered in economical way to the in timely way, economical way and in timely way. So this is the basic difference between these three keywords, that is measures, metrics and indicators. Now measurement principles. There are few guidelines for this measurement principles. So measurement principle means formulation, collection, analysis, interpretation and feedback. So formulation. The derivation of a software measure and metric appropriate for the representation of software that is being considered. Formulation. The formulation of a measure. For example, when we have taken example of supermarket, we have taken total number of sales as a measure. Sales for a month of January, sales for a month of... In the example related to software, we have taken number of errors in a particular module. So there could be any number of measures, n number of measures are there. So appropriate to your module, your software which is under consideration, the appropriate software measures and metrics related to your appropriate to the software should be formulated. Should be decided. The mechanism used to accumulate data required to derive the formulated metric. Now you have formulated that my measures are say number of errors or number of say lines of code this particular module, or testing efforts required for number of hours testing required for a particular module, and number of measures are there. Now if you have identified the measure, then you need data related to that measure, that 5 lakh sales, 1 lakh sales, 5 number of errors, n number of errors. So you need a method, a mechanism to be there, well established mechanism to collect the data for the formulated measure, so that in later on you can derive the appropriate metric or have an indicator. Analysis of the collected data, the computation of metrics and application of mathematical tools. Analysis of course needed. You have formulated the parameter, now you have collected the data. Now whether it is moving up, whether it is moving down, some kind of mathematical model is there, and you need some analysis to further interpret. You need some analysis to interpret something. The evaluation of metric resulting insight into the quality of the representation. Interpretation. Moving upwards, moving downwards, or some kind of interpretation related to your software product. Interpretation is necessary. Then feedback. So there has to be some recommendations derived from the interpretation of product metric transmitted to the software team. Because whatever analysis that you have done, okay, then you will give feedback to the software development team that this is our feedback based upon this formulated parameter, the data we have collected, the analysis we have done, this is our interpretation and this is our recommendation, this is our feedback. Good, bad, improvement needed, bad, cancelled, need to improve, whatever is the feedback. So these are 5 measurement principle or the activities, okay, for say formulation, collection. First you have to formulate, you have to decide. Once you have decided the measure, parameter, then collect the data required for the analysis. Then perform the analysis, then interpretation of the analysis that you have done. You might be expert in doing data analysis, but you need to interpret it for others to understand. Okay, so you have a system in place, you have analysis software with you, with the data, you run various analysis algorithms, but you need to interpret the data, interpret the results. Once you interpret it, you provide the feedback to the team so that the team can improve on their processes based upon your feedback. So these are some measurement principles. Now there are few what you can say general observations, general properties, okay, like a matrix should have a desirable mathematical property. That is, the matrix value should be a meaningful in range. Meaningful. So let's say if you take example of 0 to 1. So 0 means total absence, 1 means total presence. True, false. True means correct, false means incorrect. It should not be a vague value like हो सकता है, maybe, ऐसा नहीं. Quantitative. It should be a quantitative. 0.5. So 0.5 represents exact halfway point. Half of the, let's say, from January to December. So if we say the value is 0, 0 represents, let's say, January, 1 represents December. So 0.5 will represent, say, your halfway, that is 6th month. I mean, the example, halfway. But it should be quantitative. It should not be, say, like we speak in English. I mean, it's a vague, sometimes we talk about some vague sentences. It should be very quantitative. When a metric represents software characteristics that increases when positive traits occur or decreases when desirable traits are encountered, the value of the metric should increase or decrease. So your value, let's say you have one parameter, okay? You have one parameter. That's its readings. The readings are from, say, 0 to 10. And that parameter corresponds to the number of errors in a particular module. So 0 reading means there are no error. 1 means the error has now gone. One more error is there. 5 means more errors are there. 10 means now the error has gone exponentially high. तो जब वैल्यू बढ़ रही है तो एरर भी बढ़ रहे हैं. तो हमेशा ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि value is going up representing that particular measure but errors are actually going down. तो वो वैल्यू जिस मेजर को रिप्रेजेंट करती है, अगर वैल्यू की रीडिंग्स बढ़ती है तो वो एरर बढ़ रहा है सपोज. अगर वैल्यू की रीडिंग घट रही है तो वो एरर्स कम हो रहे हैं. ओके, इट शुड नॉट बी अ वेग, इट शुड ऑलवेज बी अ फिक्स्ड थिंग. आई मीन, जैसे इफ देयर, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ योर व्हीकल दैट यू ड्राइव. सो देयर इज वन फंक्शनैलिटी, एक्सेलरेटर इज देयर. आप एक्सेलरेटर को जब आप अपनी तरफ मूव करेंगे तो स्पीड को बढ़ना ही है. एक्सेलरेटर को जब आप अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में मूव करेंगे तो स्पीड विल डेफिनेटली गो डाउन. एंड वंस दिस मेजर मेट्रिक इज डिफाइंड, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आज अपनी तरफ एक्सेलरेटर करने से स्पीड बढ़ रही है लेकिन कल कम हो जाएगी. इट्स का अनप्रेडिक्टेबल बिहेवियर नहीं है. इट्स फिक्स्ड एंड इट इज प्रेडिक्टेबल. जब भी आप एक्सेलरेटर अपनी तरफ मूव करोगे स्पीड बढ़ती है, कल भी बढ़ेगी, हमेशा बढ़ेगी. The metric should be validated empirically in a wide variety of contexts before publishing any results. Now, empirically mean, आप ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि let's say you have made one decision कि हमने एक प्रोटोटाइप बनाया और प्रोटोटाइप में you have evaluated certain number of certain piece of information और आपने एक फैक्टर निकाल लिया कि अगर ये पैरामीटर बढ़ता है तो ये वैल्यू बढ़ेगी और ये पैरामीटर घटता है तो ये पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंस में प्रॉब्लम कम होगी. बट एम्पेरिकली मीन्स, सपोज वो प्रोटोटाइप को देखते हुए बाद में एक लार्ज स्केल सिस्टम डेवलप होता है. सो वॉट एवर इन्फरेंसेस, वॉट एवर फीडबैक, वॉट एवर इंटरप्रिटेशंस यू हैव टेकन आउट ऑफ दैट सैंपल, दैट प्रोटोटाइप मस्ट होल्ड गुड फॉर दैट लार्ज स्केल सिस्टम एज वेल. आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि उस वक्त तो छोटा सिस्टम था तो हमको लगा कि ऐसा होता होगा, बट अब ये बड़ा सिस्टम आ गया है तो अब हमारा जो इंटरप्रिटेशन उस वक्त था अब ये गलत हो गया. ऐसा नहीं होगा. द मेट्रिक शुड बी वैलिडेटेड एम्पिरिकली. एम्पिरिकली मीन्स इट इज यूनिवर्सल. आई मीन, इट इज लाइक with a smaller module also it is working fine, and if the module has gone scaled up to the larger extent, larger system और इन अ वेराइटी ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस, आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि इस प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के लिए ये मेट्रिक बनाया था तो वो उसी में काम करेगा, दूसरे प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में वो मेट्रिक काम नहीं कर रहा है. तो मेट्रिक इज इन जनरल बिकॉज इट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू टूल. इट बेसिकली caters your process, because process is right or not, method is right or not, whether you need to interrupt your process or a method, so that the risks, the challenges that you may face in future can be detected early in early life cycle of your early phases of your software development. This is the meaning of empirically. Wherever possible, data collection and analysis should be automated. Whenever possible, the data collection and analysis process should be automated. This is one suggestion. I mean, if data processes are, if the data collection is not automated, if it is manual, then again there would be certain chances that while collecting data you may make some mistake, and which will result into an incorrect value for your measure metric and incorrect indicator. So feedback will be some problem with the feedback may be there. So it should be wherever possible, it should be automated. Valid statistical techniques should be applied to establish relationship between internal product attribute and external quality measure. So valid statistical techniques, valid mathematical formulas to be applied. Average is there, but every time you cannot apply average. There are certain other methods, like if you can apply average, some other mathematical models which are related to that metric measure should be applied. Interpretative guidelines and recommendations should be established for each metric. Now, interpretative guidelines and recommendations should be established. Now, interpretative guideline. Now, at a traffic signal, whenever we see a signal is in, say, red color, so interpretative guidelines are already there. It is well established that whenever you see a red color on a signal, you have to stop. It is an interpretative guideline and recommendations that are very well established. So in case of this, software interpretative guidelines and recommendations should be there. So that if I as an analyst, I see certain value, it is going above indicator. So if nothing is there, interpretative guidelines are not there. So if two scientists are analyzing some certain data, so if in the absence of any guideline, so both can interpret in different way. I am free to interpret the way I understand the data. Some other scientist is free to interpret the way he understands the data. So it's not about what I think or what other scientist is thinking. It's about an interpretation guideline. If this is going above this, then this could be the interpretation, this could be the recommendation. Some basket can be given, but again that should not be an open area. That should be closed one. Some fixed set of guidelines, some fixed set of interpretation, some fixed set of recommendations should be established. Metrics in the process. Now, metrics should be collected so that process and product indicators can be ascertained. Now, we have already discussed what do you mean by measure. Measure is a value. Metric, a collection of measures. Based upon measures, you get metrics. And based upon metric, you go for possible indicators. So metric should be collected so that process and product indicators can be ascertained. Based upon metric, you will ascertain your indicator. The two kinds of indicators here we have mentioned. One is process indicator and one is product indicator. So process indicator, it helps a software engineering organization to gain insight into the efficacy of existing process. That is paradigm, software engineering tasks, work products, milestones. So they enable managers and practitioners to assess what works and what doesn't. So process indicator is basically for the managers and practitioners to assess what works and what doesn't. क्या काम कर सकता है और क्या काम नहीं कर सकता during the process phase. So Process metrics are collected across all projects over a long period of time. It is a continuous process. It is collected throughout the lifespan of the process of software development. Their intent is to provide indicator that leads to a long-term software process improvement. Okay, self-explanatory. Their intent, their motive behind this collecting this kind of metrics, process metric, is a long-term software process improvement. लॉन्ग टर्म के हिसाब से आपने सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोसेस को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए दीज इंडिकेटर्स आर वेरी हेल्पफुल. Now, project indicators enable a software project manager to assess the status of ongoing project. So, based upon certain project indicator, a manager can assess what is the status of ongoing project, whether the project is on track or not. If it is not on track, then based upon certain indicator value, the manager can have can make certain decisions, whether the timelines are not proper, whether the errors are more, whether you need more people in the team, or some kind of whether we are lagging in the deadline, we need to speed up. So some kind of status of an ongoing project. Track the potential risks based upon the various indicators. Tracking of the potential risk is also very important. Uncover problem areas before they go critical. So before they go critical. So if we land up in a critical problem, then again to resolve that particular problem, a huge cost may be incurred. So if we uncover the problem before it go critical, then we can easily, and the cost of solving that problem would be less. Adjust workflow or a task, adjusting the work the way it is going, or the tasks, or the task divided, or the task assigned to various people. Evaluate the project team's ability to control quality of software work product. Again, it is related to the management of team management. So based upon various indicators available, the project manager can evaluate the quality of a process like this that we have discussed in these 5 points, and can take necessary precautionary steps, okay, so that he may be able to finish with the assigned task in time. Now the next topic is process metric and software process improvement. Process metric and software process improvement. The only rational way to improve any process is to measure specific attributes of the process. Develop a set of meaningful metrics based on these attributes, and then use a metric to provide indicator that will lead to strategy for the improvement. The same thing that we have discussed. The only way to improve any process, if you want to improve any process in your software development, then measure specific attributes of the process. Now let's say your attribute is, say, coding. So coding specific attributes may be like the number of lines of code written, errors that we are receiving. Okay, there are any n number of attributes related to coding. If you are doing testing, then testing related attributes will be there. So you formulate meaningful measures, meaningful attributes for that particular process activity. Then out of that meaningful measure or values or attributes, derive the metric, and then using the metric provide indicator values, and using this indicator we can plan our strategy for the improvement. So measure, metric and indicator. Now the scientist Grady argues that there are private and public use of different types of process data. So the process data are of 2 types, private and public, because it is natural that individual software engineers might be sensitive to the use of metrics collected on individual basis. These data should be private to the individual and serve as an indicator for the individual only. So as per Mr. Grady, that the software engineer might be sensitive for the metric. Say unit testing. So unit testing means testing your own code, identifying the defects in your own code and rectifying it. So it is a metric Basically, the software developer or the programmer deals with it. An individual deals with this particular metric. He himself identifies, he himself evaluates, he himself provides the metric for the for his particular module. So this particular metric is an example of, say, private metric. Public metric. So public metric is not related to a particular programmer. It covers the metrics which are used, which is used by the entire team members. Absolutely, it is not for an individual. Absolutely, it is not attributed to an individual performance, how an individual software has performed, how the private metrics has given the value. So it is basically related to the entire project. So effort, entire project में कितना effort लगा, calendar times, related data are collected and evaluated in an attempt to uncover indicators that can improve organizational process performance. Private is for particular users performance and public is for organizational process performance. So software process metrics can provide insight, significant benefit as an organization works to improve its overall level of process maturity. So to make your overall process more mature, more economical, more reliable, so this kind of software metrics can provide significant benefit.